A peaceful night, the roar of an aircraft, then an explosion. In an instant, everything changes. This isn't a movie scene, it's real life. In May 2025, a devastating plane crash in San Diego captured the world's attention. It was a stark reminder of the inherent risks in air travel, even in an era of advanced technology. But this incident was not isolated. It was one of many tragedies unfolding in American airspace this year. The numbers are alarming, forcing a critical question. What is going wrong in the skies above the United States? May 22, 2025, a Cessna Citation II private jet took off from Teterboro Airport, New Jersey. Its destination was Montgomery Gibbs Executive Airport in San Diego, California. On board were 6 individuals, 2 pilots and 4 passengers. The flight was routine for most of its journey across the country. However, as the aircraft approached its destination, conditions deteriorated significantly. Heavy fog and poor visibility blanketed the San Diego area. During the landing attempt, the plane encountered severe difficulties. Amid the challenging weather, the pilots reported issues maintaining control. The aircraft ultimately lost altitude rapidly. It crashed into the Murphy Canyon residential area, a populated neighborhood below the flight path. The impact was catastrophic. All 6 people on board perished instantly. Several homes were destroyed or severely damaged by the wreckage and resulting fire. Panic spread across the neighborhood as residents witnessed the fiery crash. Emergency services rushed to the scene, but the scale of the destruction was immense. The National Transportation Safety Board, the NTSB, immediately launched a full investigation. Their work began sifting through the debris for clues. Investigators sought to understand the sequence of events that led to this disaster. They focused on the final moments of the flight. The human cost of the San Diego crash was profound. Among the deceased were renowned music agent Dave Shapiro and drummer Daniel Williams. Their sudden loss sent shockwaves through the music industry and devastated their families and friends. Tributes poured in from across the globe. But the tragedy extended beyond those on board. Residents on the ground experienced terror and loss. Homes were destroyed, lives were upended. One local mother recounted the horror, stating her children were asleep when they heard the loud bang. They ran outside to see the unfolding catastrophe. This wasn't just a statistic, it was a community torn apart by a sudden, violent event. The emotional scars would last long after the physical damage was cleared. The crash served as a grim reminder that aviation accidents have far-reaching consequences. They affect not only those flying, but also communities on the ground. The NTSB's investigation included gathering witness statements from residents. Their accounts painted a picture of a plane in distress in the final seconds. The focus turned to understanding the factors that contributed to this specific tragic event. Were there warning signs that were missed? Initial reports from the San Diego crash highlighted several critical factors. The weather conditions were undeniably poor, presenting a significant challenge for landing. Dense fog and low visibility severely reduced the pilot's ability to see the runway. This placed a greater reliance on instruments and ground guidance systems. Reports also indicated potential issues with airport infrastructure. There were questions raised about the functionality of the landing light system at the time of the crash. Crucially, the cockpit voice recorder captured the pilot's final communications. Their words revealed the stress and difficulty they faced. One pilot's reported final words were chilling. "Not feeling good about this, but I'll try." That simple phrase spoke volumes about the challenging situation. That try wasn't enough to overcome the combined obstacles. Dense fog, poor visibility, and a potentially non-functional landing aid turned this flight into a disaster. This incident wasn't merely an accident, it was a warning. It pointed to potential vulnerabilities in the system, even with experienced pilots at the controls. Investigators began examining the pilots' experience, training, and fatigue levels. They also looked into the aircraft's maintenance history. Every detail was scrutinized to understand the chain of events. The goal was to prevent similar tragedies from occurring in the future. The San Diego crash, while prominent, is just one of many aviation incidents in the United States this year. The statistics for the first 5 months of 2025 are deeply concerning. Since the start of the year, over 50 plane crashes have occurred across the country. These incidents involve various types of aircraft, from small private planes to larger commercial carriers. These numbers represent a significant increase compared to recent years. They force a critical and urgent question upon aviation authorities and the public alike. Why are so many planes going down? Is this a statistical anomaly, or does it signal deeper, systemic issues within the U.S. aviation system? The trend demands immediate attention and thorough investigation. Each crash represents a failure, a loss, and a potential lesson. Aviation has long been considered one of the safest modes of transport. These recent statistics challenge that perception and erode public confidence. Understanding the root causes behind this surge in accidents is paramount. It requires a comprehensive look at all potential contributing factors. One significant concern is the age of some aircraft operating in the U.S. fleet. Older planes may be more susceptible to mechanical issues and structural fatigue. Inadequate training or insufficient recurrent training could also play a role. Pilots must be prepared for a wide range of scenarios, including emergencies. The increasing presence of unexpected objects in the air, such as drones or balloons, presents new collision risks that need to be addressed. Miscommunication between pilots and air traffic control is another potential cause. Clear and precise communication is vital for maintaining safe separation and guidance. Maintenance issues, whether due to oversight or cost pressures, can lead to critical equipment failures mid-flight. Proper and timely maintenance is non-negotiable. A single mistake, a confluence of minor issues, or a critical system failure can have devastating consequences. Understanding which factors are most prevalent in recent crashes is key. Addressing the surge in aviation accidents requires a multifaceted approach. Experts and regulatory bodies are proposing several key steps to enhance safety. Upgrading aging aviation systems and equipment is crucial. This includes modernizing air traffic control technology and improving airport infrastructure like landing aids. Without proactive steps and a renewed commitment to safety, our skies may no longer remain as safe as we have come to expect. The time for action is now. This video isn't just a story about statistics or incidents. It's a message about the importance of aviation safety and the value of every life lost. We must act now to ensure flight safety for everyone who flies or lives near flight paths. This requires vigilance from regulators, operators, and the public. Share this video to spread the word about the current state of aviation safety. Subscribe to the channel for more investigative reports.